The Buckeyes will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Wisconsin's offense will take the field first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to...
And the ball's out, and they're after it. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try the run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Sort of getting in touch with their inner James White, Melvin Gordon, or Jonathan Taylor to pick up another first down.
I mean, it's just crazy the list of guys they've had play here in the Wisconsin tradition, and it continues, right? Everybody who's here, you're going to be featured. You're going to get touches. So, hey, recruits, you want to carry the football a lot? Come to Wisconsin.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Badgers have this offense rolling.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
Nah, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon when the offensive lineman call it out and pick you up. You could tell did a good job buying a little bit of time, and then on the snap, boom, shot out of a cannon, right to the quarterback, gets the sack.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his man down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Badgers decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Buckeyes offense will take the field for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse. It's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability. Catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Gives it to the back on the draw. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. The give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Slithers into space. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pop the draw. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. It's a draw. Powers through the defender. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Punt is in the air. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They'll run play action. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires left. Got him downfield. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. If this offense had a little extra time to think about it, let's see what they have on third down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Makes him talk to the hand. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Badgers will call on their punt team. This offense is back on the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Works the middle of the field. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
A little release to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Got his man downfield. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. From the red zone, looking for a space. Here's a heat. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to go up top. He caught it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Motion from the back. Swings it out to the flat. And he will score! Touchdown, Ohio State! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. You've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They're working that left side. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll throw on 3rd down. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. North Carolina was able to finish off a close one in Chapel Hill. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Back to pass on second down. Using his legs to buy some time. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Badgers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. He's looking to pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They booted away on fourth down. Hauls it in at the 40. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down coming up. To the ground with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. The Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Going deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. They'll try the left side. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Badgers in the hurry up. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Presley. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. To the air on second down. Here's the pressure. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The offense will quickly use a timeout. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Gets it to him on the screen. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. And the Buckeyes backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's got the first down. Mark it at the 15 as they try to put up points before the half. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on second down. The throw to the outside is complete.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Badgers! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And the Badgers are in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. It's complete on the right side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cotton. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Grabs it in the middle. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Power football with the run. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to impose their will with the run. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. After another clutch 3rd down conversion, it's 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the stomping has commenced. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Coastal Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there on the surf turf in Conway, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing.
Turning it on! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Handoff from the gun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Looking for space. It's Kirk. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Caught near the sticks. It's Kirk. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. They'll run it from the gun. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that's the fourth sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
Back to pass. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Badgers have taken it inside the 20. Using the quick game. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. On fourth down, going to the air. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They'll go to the ground. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Leaves it with the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll go back to the air on second down. This one's complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's second and 11. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll try to sneak it.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get it.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab down the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Fires to the middle, working that left side. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. From the gun, give on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Offense in an empty set. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. The handoff keep working on that clock. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll give it to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Tries to get it on the ground. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on downs.
He'll keep it himself. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play.